We will now talk about multiplying complex numbers. So we must know that I squared equals -1. Anytime you have I squared, you will replace it with a -1. I will show you a little shortcut that I use. But when you multiply complex numbers, we distribute or use the FOIL method. So let's go ahead and multiply some complex numbers. So the first one I have is 3i times 2 plus 5i. What we're going to do is just simply distribute that complex number into the other one. So we have 3 times 2 is 6i, and then we'll have plus 15i squared. Now 15i squared, I squared is -1. I'm going to write this out the first time to show you. So since that is, I squared is -1, we replace I squared with -1. 15 times -1 is -15 plus 6i. Please put it in the form of a plus or minus bi. Okay, and I'll show you a little sleight of hand I use so we can eliminate this step right here, or at least eliminate writing out this step. So 2i times 1 minus 3i. And again, if you have to write this step out, that's fine. So multiply 2i. 2i times 1 is 2i, and we have a -6i squared. 6i squared, I squared, that will be a negative, so all I'm going to do is negate that -6. So then we'll have a plus 6. So we'll have 6 plus 2i. So use the sign in front. This is -6 times -1, which will be positive 6. So anytime I see a I squared, I cross it out and place the value that it's going to be up above. Saves on some paper and ink or pencil lead. So let's look at this one. Instead of just distributing a single value through, we are going to distribute both of these through, or use the FOIL method. So 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times -2 is -4, we have I, then we have 9i, and then a -6i squared. Okay, and we have some like terms, and then we have this guy out here, -6i squared. I squared is -1, so this will be a plus 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, and then combine our i's, which will be our 5i. And always write your I last. Two plus 3i squared. Do not distribute that 2 through. We have addition. What we need to do is say, hey, that's 2 plus 3i times 2 plus 3i. Copy and paste. That's what this exponent means. You copy and paste however many times it says. So we have 4 plus 6i plus 6i plus 9i squared. The 9i squared, that's going to give us a -9. And always use the sign in front. -9 plus 4 gives us -5 plus 12i. Five minus 2i times 5 plus 2i. Multiply 25 plus 10i minus 10i minus 4i squared. The -4i squared turns into a positive 4. So we'll have 25 plus 4, which is 29. And then the plus 10i minus 10i, those cancel out. So we're only left with 29. Our imaginary part disappeared. And this is a special type of multiplication. These two are called conjugates. Conjugates is when you have a plus bi and you multiply it by a minus bi, then you get a squared plus b squared. So when you have conjugates, all you need to do is just go 5 times 5 and the 2 times 2. So that'd be 25 plus 4, which is 29. Otherwise, just use the FOIL method and get to your answer in that way. This concludes this video.